one rental this last month. I believe it's one. I think next month is 2, maybe 3.
I bet if we looked up historically, January would always be a very slow month, you know.
You would think that, you would think that, but sometimes, hey, you never know. You just never know, you know.
So then maybe we need to study that kind of stuff, Shirley, because we need to figure out how we can bank on those months that give us the most money so that you have more flexibility in your schedule. I mean, not your schedule, your budget.
Are inquiries for rentals down? Is it?
Yes,
The
yes.
inquiry itself, maybe you call.
And like, we'll have people come in and want to fill out paperwork, even take paperwork home with them, let them do that.
Yeah.
Or not.
Have you done any type of surveys to find out why? Like put out a survey?
You let them come back.
No, but I mean public survey as to what they want in the community center, what they don't want in the community center, what, you know, I mean, I would think that would be valuable information for you moving forward to figure out if rentals are slowing down and going away, then what is your next money maker?
Most of the rentals who come are people who have either been there before or who have come because somebody else has recommended them, that kind of thing.
Okay.
There are a few new ones, but most of them are ones that have done it before, or have had family, or have been to events there and things. But we can handle whatever we need to handle. I mean, if he's been with us those 3 days, those are really the days that need, like, tables moved, heavy stuff. I mean, we can clean. Our hands work fine. So, my concern, I guess, right now is with the yard, because as soon as it starts growing, he was mowing all of the furniture around the building and weeding. It doesn't look like it's very big, but there's a lot of mowing and weeding.
I think that's just something Public Works will have to take
I'm
care
at,
Well, our team goes down there and mows, but when we're mowing, he comes out and assists.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
he does assist.
Well, we have a motion to approve ordinance number 1369-2023 in the... It's a modified amount. Right, in the modified amount as recommended by EDC last night. Is there further, is there a second? Is there a second on Steve's motion? We have a motion and a second to approve ordinance number 1369-2023 in the modified amount. Is there any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. None opposed, motion carries. And I don't think we need item 15 because that was not over 10,000, right?
No, you can either take a vote to deny it or, because it's not coming back, or you can just not take action.
Yeah, we'll skip out. There's no reason to do item 15 since the expenditure wasn't over 10,000. Item number 16 is consider approval of ordinance number 1370-2023, amending Article 1.04, Boards and Commissions, Division 3, Park Board of the River Oaks Code of Ordinances, specifically in Section 1.04.063, Compensation, Appointment, Qualifications, Terms, Vacancy, Removal by revising Section 1.04.063F, providing an exception to membership qualifications.
Currently, it reads that they have to be a resident of River Oaks, and some of the school district, some of them are interested very much in serving, at least one in particular, I think. But right now, with the way it's written, we can't do that. So it can only be if they're a resident of the city. So I redrafted this ordinance that would allow it to be opened up to the school district itself. Now, whether you want to limit that or not, I did not put a limit in there. We talked about it today, Bradley and I, if you want to limit it, say no more than 2, or we can add that to it. But otherwise, we've had other boards, the strategic planning that we had outside members, worked very well.
The library board had outside members.
Yeah. And the park board used to, if you'll remember, Don Merle wasn't a resident here. He was the chairman, so they have reached outside before. And this is just another, right now we have 2 vacancies on alternate members. It hasn't been filled. Don't even have anybody, the only person that's showed an interest was outside the city.
No, I think it makes sense for the Parks Board.
Have we
I thought it was
advertised that?
What?
That we need someone?
What?
Have we advertised that we have an openings?
Sure have.
I think it was very, smart to use the school district. I wasn't even expecting that at all, but that does confine it. And the people within the school district have a vested interest in this community. Many of them don't live here. They're not involved in their communities, but they would be involved with the school, with us. And so I do think that was a great consideration. In my head, I was thinking maybe like a 5-mile perimeter outside of River Oaks or something, but I think actually the school district might have been the smarter way to go.
And I don't see a need to put a limit on it, because these are appointed by the council, so the council, if they just wouldn't appoint more outsiders than they wanted, right?
True.
I make a motion to approve ordinance 1370-2023, with no limitation.
I have a motion and a second to approve ordinance 1370-2023. Is there any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
None opposed, motion carries. Item number 17 is discussion and/or action regarding approval to continue the ongoing City Hall administration and Public Works employee recruitment and retainage effort regarding option 2, compressed work schedule.
If you remember when this first came up, I was against it. And during the course of what I've monitored and watched, I listed all the pros that I have felt have been accomplished. Employee turnover has decreased. All position vacancies have been filled except for, I think we have 1 in the Public Works where we had 5. And of all the surveys that went out, and we updated it today, we got 65 total surveys, and most everybody really likes the extra early 30 minutes in the morning and in the afternoon, but mostly in the morning. Of all the surveys we took, the majority was in favor of the compressed schedule that we now have in place. 65 is not a lot of surveys, Gretchen, I understand. We did it online, we also did it in person, and every one that we did, except for 1 online rating, everything was more in favor of the work schedule as we have it. Now, there are times like this Friday, we'll be open all the way till 5 o'clock, and that's because of the election, final day of candidate sign-ups. But for the most part, it has really improved the morale of the employees, of course. It has accomplished the goal we wanted for retaining and recruiting employees. And I do not, would not, could not ever agree to the all-day Friday off. That won't work. But far as the half-day at 11:30 on Friday, and the extra time during the week, it is accomplishing everything that we are setting out to do. I set my staff down the other day. I said, do you feel like your efficiency is more or less since we've done this? Every one of them said they felt like their efficiency was more.
In fairness, would anybody tell their boss that?
I don't think so.
I would hope they would.
Considering he was against it, if they said that, that's pretty good, really.
Well, your judge of
Right,
efficiency then
right.
is what I'd be interested in. Since we enacted this, do you feel like they're getting their jobs done in a timely manner?
Yes, I do.
But the citizens paying their bills on Friday, is that an issue?
That's the only con I listed to y'all is the fact of the Friday afternoon not paying. But if you look at the 30 minutes before and the 30 minutes out, and nearly every one of